There's my Kava bowl. 2 weeks ago, the owners of the ranch came back from town after getting the mail, and there was a package for me from Tonga. A friend of mine is sailing the international date line up in the Vava'u chain, and he sent me a packet of Kava. I have an old bag of Kava I've had for a few years. This is a powdery form, and this is the good stuff, a granulated form. The package it came in was labeled mineral samples. So, I plan on debunking one of Daniel Lesvik's, or whatever the hell his name is, one of his idiotic fundamentalist religionist cultist videos, and I figured to be a more kinder, politer desert file, I would get all mellow before I make that video. So I'm going to whistle up some Kava here. First thing we're going to do, add some water. Cold water. And then I'm going to open up the good stuff. See if I can do it with one hand. I kind of doubt it here. There we go. Doesn't take much. Get some of the granulated Kava stuff in here. I don't have a young virgin girl to chew the root and spit it out in the bowl for me, so I thought I would use a spoon instead. It's a tiny bit more sanitary. That's cool water, by the way, not warm water. There, now I'm going to let that sit for about half an hour. There we go. I couldn't find my coconut shell scooper. So I'm going to take some of this and strain it. Good stuff. Okay, I am now ready to make a reply video.
And there you have Kava. Has to be stirred up pretty much constantly, otherwise it'll settle to the bottom of your coconut shell. My first day in Tonga, I skipped the main island entirely because I didn't feel like clearing customs and agriculture or immigration. And I went to Hunga Island, and I anchored in Hunga Lagoon, just off of Hunga Village. And I went ashore in a dinghy to buy some fresh fruit. And I bought a huge, monstrous bunch of bananas. It was so heavy I could barely carry it to the dinghy. And when I got to the dinghy, I found that the bunch of bananas and I, when inside the dinghy, almost swamped it. So I levered the bunch of bananas back out of the dinghy, and I towed it behind the dinghy. Fortunately, they floated all the way back in my boat. While I was in the village, I bought some kava root also, and it was also the good stuff. Nice, coarsely ground up stuff. And it was ground up in a hand mill. A virgin girl had not chewed it for me, which I suppose is probably a good thing. Eventually, I did clear customs because I wanted the stamp on my passport before the next port. Otherwise, I wouldn't be allowed to go into the next port. And from what I hear, one can get kava in several places in the United States. It's also mail ordered, come to think of it. if a person wanted some kava from Hawaii, I think that they can get some mailed to the mainland. But I find that the Hawaiian kava isn't as good as the Tonga kava. You need more of it to get that numb, paralyzed tongue effect. And as a calmative, it is pretty darn good stuff. So I should probably drink it before every creationism rebuttal video that I make.